Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. At the 25. The give out of the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Terrapins kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He couldn't connect on that 44-yard field goal attempt, so now the offense will take over at its own 27. To the air, it's Webb. Safe completion on the screen. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Buys a little time. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Jones. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now he's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Webb. Fires to the tight end. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jean-Pierre. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Webb. Grab near the marker, it's Jean-Pierre. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
At the 25. That's a first down for the offense.
We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 72 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field, just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's complete on the right side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hendricks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. On the option. Now the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution in the option by this offense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Looking downfield on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Hendricks. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they miss, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the Terrapins have it with a first and goal. Let's go! From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up.
Touchdown, Maryland! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The give on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. There he goes. The 20. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Terrapins. Excellent pass by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Webb. Quickly complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw it. This time he's got his man, and they're able to get him down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Find some fresh air. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Dropping back, it's Webb. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. He's open on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Running into the open space. It's a running room. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the comeback is on. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires it incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Scanning the field, it's Webb. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jean-Pierre.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that's going to tie it up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the timing just a hair off. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Right on the money. Right midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Back to throw, it's Webb. Turns it loose. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Trying the left side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buffs! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Brings us 3rd down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Soft spot in the middle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. He uncorks one deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up.
I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking for a man. It's Webb. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lets it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Caught close to the marker, it's Irvin. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Colorado! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Quarterback may change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this D, man, right when you needed it. You gave up some yards. It wasn't looking good for a little bit, but late in this football game, you needed to get a stop on 3rd down and put the emphasis on the other side. And now, decision-making time on 4th down, but this D bowing its neck up when it got closer to the red zone.
Gets the back moving. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Power football with the run. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Jones. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. He wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. And the offense gets the ball back. The clock hits 0, and the O will also take the loss. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.